to be pulled up a bit, and that hanger should do it, right?
I don't know, what are you attaching to?
That hanger goes up in here. And this one needs a bolt.
I can't really see in there.
The whole thing needs to be rotated up. So we're going to rotate
the muffler itself? You got another hanger on this side too, right? A short one?
That hanger that's that piece of that hanger that's sticking in there.
Yeah.
It's hitting that, stopping me from rotating.
Exactly. You want me to pull it out this way? Right?
Yeah. There you go.
Is this better for you inside there? You see?
Push that through.
Did it come to the top?
Right there.
Bad lighting, but whatever.
That's eyeball that. Tell me which is going to be on the next hole, or is that fine?
What do you mean?
No, the height of these tail parts.
Oh, the outside. Little up. And then go for it. And it's drilling a line to go for the fuel line to go through the firewall.
Okay, here's my little piece of fuel line.
The metal one?
Yeah, what did we do with that?
I don't know. We did something with it. Complained about it. Raged on a bit and disappeared.
Pain in the balls. And perhaps it would be easier to push through that.
Some oil on it, maybe? See? A little lube button works every time. Almost like you need to bend a wrench for it, just so you have it for this particular purpose.
You can't get a ratchet in there?
You take the cap and everything out, eh?
No, the cap won't even help.
Man, we just got to get those two bolts in here. What?
The little wire fucking.
Hey, come on. The kids are watching this, you know.
They got bored long ago.
We went back to the Transformers, right?
Whatever these kids are into, they go back to that.
They got their like Instagrams and Pinstagrams and stuff. Pinterest, is that it?
I don't know.
We'll never know the joy of working on a '64 Corvair engine. Don't know what they're missing, right?
That fuel line is on.
All right then.
Yeah. Did you see where that's almost lined up?
Yeah, look at. Oh, so like I say, we may need to undo the bottom bolt.
This is way up.
Well, when you start jacking it up,
Okay, hold on.
it will.
Take
The
the light.
angle will change.
We'll take this out. I just put those in there so we wouldn't lose them.
Once you start putting that up, I think you'll be pretty close.
Okay, coming up.
Now you're hitting your bottom, your metal flange. Stop. You're hitting your metal flange there. So I would loosen those bolts in the bottom off. That way you can kick. There it goes. But you're still like a 1/4 inch in. See what happens when you jack it up.
It'll go.
Now what'd you do?
Yeah, it's just a muffler clamp.
Now you're like a 1/4 inch in.
Yeah, just this mount has to go.
So I say, if you loosen the bottom bolts, you'll be able to kick that forward and then tighten it all together. Maybe then. Pry bar. Oh, look at that, eh? Just gotta shift to the drinker side a little bit. I think this is the easiest engine I've ever had in my life.
How's everything else look?
The carburetors looked tight a few minutes ago, but I don't know, I can't see anything over there. So I would say give that engine a shift towards me. You can see that you're not squared on there. That's pretty good right there, I think. You gotta go up a bit before that bolt will go in though. Don't forget you want your little leather.
I can flip those up. I think I'm on. I think we're on.
You're threading into a part on the frame itself, right?
Yep. Okay, there. I should have done that. Are they 9/16?
Those nuts or bolts?
Yeah.
They look like either a 9 or a 5 from here. Probably a 9. Let's use the long one.
Because this one was on the ratchet.
Simplicity, no.
Laziness.
Oh, lazy.
So once these two bolts are in, we can pull that jack out of there. I think that's it. It's going to be hanging under the car.
Yeah, well, once you get that, we can bolt the U-joints up, put the tires on, and then we can take it off the jack stand. Because unless something else has to go in underneath, I don't think it does.
Well, I gotta hook up my temperature sensor. I want that hooked up somewhere under the bottom of the head.
Right.
There's a spot for it. I'm just gonna find out what that spot is. I think it's one of the, both heads have a spot on them for the, there's a temperature sensor. But there's only one being used on this car, and that's on this side. That's a temperature sensor for the idiot light. So I'm going to mount that sense wire for the temperature gauge on this side, where there is no temperature sending unit.
Yeah, but with the new unit, it doesn't matter as much as the other one. You just need a proper place on the block, right?
Just somewhere for it to go.
Like it's not, it has to go here somewhere specific. It just has to find a good place that you get a good temperature.
Okay, now this is going to be confusing. This red wire is not, that's because I use every wire I use for most of my wiring is all red. So this goes to the negative side of the coil. That's the tack on the dash.
So you made your red negative on this one.
Well, the tack always goes to the negative on the, senses the negative on the coil.
Okay.
And this, it looks black, but it's not. It's kind of a bluey gray, I think.
It's black.
That's the hot wire for the coil positive, but we need to test that because the other thing that we didn't do when we took this engine out, we didn't undo these wires off the coil, and when we lowered it down, they just ripped the.
So basically.
So this looks like a blue wire. It looks black, but I think over age it just blackened. I think it's blue.
What you're saying is
so
that black wires matter.
When we're done, we're going to hook up the battery. We'll turn the key on. This should go hot, and I know that's the hot side for the coil. It can't be anything else, but I want to confirm it. I don't want to fry anything.
Hey, I get it. Black wires matter.
They do. Well, there's one that will hook up right away.
There you go.
So that can't go anywhere but there. That's the two wires that the one is an oil pressure sending unit, which is over here.
Don't forget about your ductwork too.
That's just for heating inside the
car.
but
you got to get underneath. So
yeah,
it's up in the air. You don't want to drop this thing.
So one of these wires goes to the oil pressure sending unit, which fires off an idiot light if your oil pressure drops. The other wire goes underneath through that ducting to that temperature sensor I was just talking about, and that's just idiot light. Same thing. They both run off of the same wiring harness, so you plug in here.
So you've kept your idiot light.
Yeah, why not? Like they work, so. Okay. I just like having gauges too, right? I don't idiot lights. There's a reason they call them idiot lights. And other than that, we got our.
I don't like that clear flex line or rubber line you've got for your transmission. It's pinched off halfway around that coil. Yeah, I can see that it's pinched. You see where you made that original bend right there? It's completely closed. So you're gonna need to make sure that's not.
If we shortened it.
That's your modulator, right?
Yeah, the kick down for the transmission
okay.
Forward, it shifts down. Yeah, that's not good. So, alternator.
We got some white wires over there. We'll have to switch those over to black.
What do you think that was alternator?
You wired this rig up, so I'm not going to bother getting into that.
All this is the hot wire that comes off of the alternator. Because it's a GM one-wire alternator. It goes from this post on the back of it over the battery. This will go to the battery. That's just to my starter. And that's it. That's all there is to hook up to this car. This.
You're almost done.
Yeah. This is a wire I left it, I put it in there through under the car and through that tunnel where everything goes on this thing. I don't need this, but I thought if I'm going to add something later, or some wire goes.
Just a wire kicking around. Tape it to the power line, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that up.
Keep it there.
So, we're just about ready to go. I'm gonna hook up my, and I marked these, one with an X and one with a 1 for my starter. That's that one. And I had the presence of mind to push that through before. And there's the other one. That's the starter. This is my throttle, which I need to hook up underneath. And the only thing that holds this one on this side is the spring, return spring. I can't really reach it, it's too high right now. And then fuel, which is this, will go that way we just push through. And I put a new length of rubber hose on.
You're gonna need a zip tie there.
Put that out of the way. Make sure it's not hitting anything moving. You want to zip tie that to that because I don't need that going into the alternator. Like so. Now I know I'm going to get criticism for this.
Oh, your
My
pressure sensor
pressure
line?
sensor. I know. People don't like these plastic lines, but
It's gonna leak all over the place on you one day.
you can get copper ones of these.
You can get it at Home Depot.
I looked.
They don't have it? Go to the plumbing mart, they don't have them.
This is one
Princess Auto?
1/8. It didn't have it.
No?
So I'll just leave
I
it.
would say a stainless line would probably be the best.
Copper's easy to bend.
Yeah, but stainless is good. It'll never, once it's
So
done,
I'm gonna
it's
leave
done,
that
right?
like that with this plastic one until it actually cracks and then leaks oil all over the damn place. And they sell a bolt for this oil filter at Clark's Corvair. That is exactly what I just did. I just took the bolt and 1 inch NPT
Is that a plug?
fitting for the pressure.
Oh, so that's going to attach to your line.
Yeah, so I just
Okay,
drilled that out.
yeah.
They sell that part at Clark's. So I just drilled it out myself, tapped it myself, put the fitting in, and it said or buy one. So why not just do it yourself?
You didn't consult an expert?
I did.
Oh, you? Okay, yes, I get that.
So that's going to have to go there before we start it. Else oil will shoot over there like fucking old people. I got my return line on. Or sorry, my return spring. We're almost ready. We could start this thing yet, like very soon.
Did you tighten up your tranny bolts?
Yep. The ones that, with the shims on them?
No, no. The ones that are bolting the pan in place.
Yeah.
When you fill it full of fluid then, you need to put tranny fluid in. And we're not talking about gender fluid, we're talking about transmission fluid.
Don't say tranny.
Oh geez, we're not allowed to say tranny? It's a tranny. Tranny fluid. Not my fault they're confusing everything. I can't keep up.
You can get canceled.
I'm gonna get canceled. Yeah, cancel somebody who's already a nobody. That's a good thing.
Okay. This, I need to get a little compression fitting for this.
Didn't you have one already? or-
Once they're used, you can't use them, but I think I got some somewhere. So return spring, so throttle underneath needs to be connected. Differential tube needs to come up. You can push that in there now. Oh, this fancy thing can go on, but it can be done later.
Man.
Get it all fitted in there nice. That's our transmission dipstick.
Wait a minute. At the vent?
What?
Well, this is feeds your carbs, right?
This feeds the carbs, this feeds the fuel.
Oh,
Fuel in,
fuel in. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid.
I'm just hooking up the fuel
Okay.
from the tank.
They come from Canada and they think I'm slow, right?
You know what I need? I need that thing to stand on.
Oh, geez, can you lock the wheels on that?
You got this thing so high up in the goddamn air.
Is it
Did you say, should we lock the wheels?
Can you lock the wheels on it?
Why?
So that your feet don't, well, there might be good content, but
I'm the black belt. Fine.
yeah, black belt with a broken head.
Fuel line tighten.
Do you want to fire it up now, or
Yeah, I'm gonna start it.
let's crack the door then?
Well, not yet. Just hold on. We've got a few things to do. Don't let all the heat up.
This oil line's got to be
Yes. Or we need to
plug it.
take that bolt out and put the solid bolt in. If I can find one of those.
Put the solid bolt in for now.
Yep.
So we don't need the pressure.
Want to zip tie this?
We can zip tie that to the hose.
To the bottom. Where was that crappy tire? Oh, my chair's starting to roll.
Your feet kicking out? Here, hold on. There we go. I'm gonna lock the wheels on that. I don't like that. There we go. That should be at least somewhat safe.
It's okay. I'm a little scared, eh?
Yes. I've driven you to the hospital too many times. We're not doing it
You've only
today.
driven me once.
I didn't say it was more than once. I said it was too many times. Actually, I think it was twice.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I'll sort it out later.
You know, the way the lines run into it.
The way it's sort of, you gotta, I can just pull this out. Spark plug wire. Reroute that. I want it to look nice and neat and clean. There's that. There's that. It's out of line. We're out of line.
I was almost out of luck on that.
Okay, fuel line. Primary zip tie.
The primary zip tie? The secondary tertiary zip tie?
In case we have a zip tie failure,
Yes, you got a backup.
or backup.
Built-in redundancy.
This zip tie is actually important because this is keeping the fuel line away from this. Look how close it is to the fan
belt?
of my
Yeah.
alternator, so it's important.
Got your side cutters? Cut those out of there.
So what we need to do, I'm going to hook up the battery. I'm going to put the key on, and I'm going to test.
Starter?
I'm going to test that line there to make sure that we're hooking.
You
that
wired
line.
up the starter though, right?
Starter's wired up. That's what these
Okay.
two wires are. This is hooked onto the starter.
Okay. There's a ground here. Is this important?
Ground strap should be on.
This one?
Yep. I'm going to put this big ground strap to the engine on.
That looks like about a 3/8 there.
That's the ground that goes to the engine to the body to the battery. Yeah, that's going to need some sort of grommet or
Some
something.
grommet. Princess Auto grommet kit. Careful now. Is key on?
It's not on.
Hmm.
What's going on there?
Hmm. Disconcerting. What are those, just make sure it's not getting hot while it's on there. If it's not drawing, it should be fine. It's just sparking when you close the circuit.
It shouldn't be on. Nothing should be on. Is there any light? Is the lights on or something?
No, tail lights are off. Got an interior light on.
Let's see what happens.
How much oil's in it?
It's filled up.
Transmission?
There's nothing in the transmission, but we won't be running it. We won't be driving it just yet, so we'll start that.
Don't drive it. Don't run it too long. Gotta keep some fluid in there.
I'm just gonna bump it to see if everything's good. Recording this?
Yep.
Okay, starter works. Now we just gotta hook up that coil. I'm gonna turn the key on and we're gonna test this. I know this is my tack, and that goes on the negative. So I'm just gonna put a, oops, something's burning. What is that?
Hmm.
Look at that light.
Just unhook this here. Oh, you're gonna go right through? What if you put it on the inside of it? Instead of the outside? The hanger. Bolts long enough? If you put the hanger on the inside, it will be fine.
I got it. It's on. If you need more adjustment, let's see. Later I can do it. But I think they're close enough. Oh no, they're not. I'll sort that out. Okay, I'm gonna tighten this belt because it's getting some noise on this, and I'm starting to check the timing. I think we can. Can't let it down until I put that cover on it. Right? So let's.
You want to do that?
Let's see if the video.
Shut the door. It's giving me some decent light. Those aren't going to fall out, right?
What?
These screws.
That's on the. It's got to be on the exhaust stroke, not the compression. So we do another 100 meters. My timing mark. 0. Right there. Point it to this one. Number 1 here, isn't it? Number 1 is this one.
As far as it's pointing at.
Yeah,
So you're at number 1 right now. So you got
one is out of here. No, it's way off. That's about there. I'll try that. Alright, that's number one there. That should get us started fairly decent. Let me just check the point gap again. I said it last night, but seems to be with the highest spot.
I can't really see from here. You're kind of blocking. That's okay. I got it on the camera.
It's supposed to be about 16. Good.
Credit card. Business card. Do you got one?
It's supposed to be 16 to 19 pounds. So I split the difference and go to 17, 18. Actually not bad.
That looks good to me.
Okay, so let's just put it back here. Those pipe points might not be much good.
Did you ever clean them and sand them and everything?
Well, I had 3 different distributors with 3 different points in it.
The distributor on the other engine probably doesn't work on this one, does it?
Yeah.
It does? No, why did you put that one in?
I don't know which one's which now.
No. No. Well, we'll find out in a minute. If we had it running pretty good on the bench, so I think we can get it back.
The
to
only
that
thing I
point.
changed was distributor and points, but I don't know which ones I had in it. I could just order a new set of points.
Yeah, that worked really well last time. Remember when it didn't work? You had to put the original one back.
Yeah.
Want to start it up?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
I'm not touching the throttle. That's on you, okay?